with us just heading into the month of April, which kind of blows my mind. I can't believe how quickly this year is flying by, but we've already tested out some great running shoes in 2024, so I thought this would be perfect time to run you through my current running shoe rotation on both the road and the trail. Some of them are shoes that I've recently tested out and really got on with, and then some are older pairs that I've run hundreds and hundreds of miles in. So let's dive into the video and find out which running shoes I'm reaching for when I'm heading out the door for a run. Welcome back, folks. It's good to see you all again. Hope you are all fit and well and enjoying your running. I'm Lloyd Purvis and this is Run4Adventure. So as you can imagine, over the years of testing and reviewing lots of shoes, I've built up quite a collection, that is for sure. I've got lots of shoes that I really enjoy running in. Some of them get a lot of love and I use them all the time. And then other pairs might get the odd occasional run, but I definitely have my favorites within the collection. So I think the perfect place to start would be with road running shoes. And let's take a look at the shoes that I've been using for all my training in 2024 so far. Now, first up is a road shoe that might come as a bit of a surprise to you at home, because if I'm honest, it's a big surprise to me, and it is Saucony's Kinvara Pro. Now, when I heard that the brand were going to produce this shoe, I really didn't understand it, and I had no idea of where it was going to fit into its current running shoe lineup. And you know, to be fair, I still don't know where it fits in, but I do really enjoy lacing them up and taking them out for some steady road mileage throughout the week. I would say the two standout features for me are, one, this nice lightweight, highly breathable, very comfortable upper design. It really does seem to fit my foot shape really well and give me that foot hugging feel around my midfoot, really secure in the heel. And you know, it's one of those shoes that I lace up and I can't really tell I've got it on my feet. I've actually clocked up over 150 miles in the Kinvara Pro now, and this upper has never given me any issues. I'm also a big fan of this midsole setup. So this is a dual compound midsole construction. So the top layer is Saucony's performance-based foam Power Run PB, the same foam that's used in their Speedy Endorphin road lineup, so the Endorphin Speed 4 and the Endorphin Pro 4. And then this bottom layer is their standard Power Run. So I think it really does give you the best of both worlds. You get that super exciting, bouncy, high energy return from that top layer of Power Run PB, and then the Power Run, being slightly firmer, gives you that nice stable feeling underfoot and really makes this midsole a great platform to run off. Weighing in at 302 grams in a UK 9.5, it was a bit heavier than I was expecting, considering it is a performance driven training shoe, but it is really well balanced. So I personally think it runs a lot lighter than it actually is. I tend to only use it for sort of steady recovery miles out on the road throughout the week, so the weight isn't super important. Although I have done a couple of quicker efforts, a few tempo sessions and intervals, and because of this top layer of Power Run PB and the brilliant speed roll technology from Saucony, it actually performed pretty good at speed and it felt nice and lively and pretty quick. I personally think the one thing that lets this shoe down is the crazy price point. What with it costing £200 in the UK for a training shoe is a bit steep. In fact, it's not steep, it's just flipping ridiculous. It's just too much money for a training shoe, and I think it's a real shame because I'm sure that's put a lot of runners off from trying them out in the first place. I would say, you know, an RRP of around £150 would have made this shoe a lot more popular. So it'd be great to hear your thoughts. What do you think, guys? Have you had a pair of the Kinvara Pros? Have you really enjoyed them? Or did that £200 price point put you off the shoe altogether? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Moving on, and we've got a much more recent shoe this time round, and it is the new super lightweight daily neutral trainer from New Balance, the Fuel Cell Rebel V4. Now, I tested this shoe out about a month ago, managed to clock up just over 13 miles straight out the box on that first run and enjoyed every single one of the miles. They performed really well on that first run. Since then, I've clocked up around 60 miles, including 20 miles on the treadmill when we were away on holiday, and I've got to say it, I'm still really enjoying the new Fuel Cell Rebel V4. I personally think this has to be one of the most versatile neutral daily trainers out there at the moment, and you can literally use these for every aspect of your run training, from tempos, intervals, longer, slower recovery runs, and you could even lace them up on race day if you wanted to. I mean, It really is that kind of one-stop shop when it comes to a running shoe. What with them weighing in at a crazy like 224 grams in a UK 10, even with this deep stack of cushioning, and the fact that now New Balance have added some PEBA foam into that midsole construction, so that's used in a lot of go faster carbon plated race day shoes, it really does make the Rebel V4 a great all-rounder. However, I still think that the Rebel V2s probably worked a little bit better for me. I really did love running in that shoe, and I think it comes down to personal fit. So New Balance have added a bit of width in the V4 and a bit of depth at the midfoot, which I'm sure lots of runners are really enjoying. But for me, that upper on the V2 and the V3 did seem to fit and lock down a bit better around my midfoot. All that aside, it's still a really nice, lightweight, very comfortable and highly enjoyable neutral daily trainer to run in. Okay, trail shoes up next, and there's still some of my trusty old favourites that are in my current trail running shoe lineup, including the brilliant Merrell Agility Peak 5. Now, if you followed the channel for any period of time, you'll know I'm a big fan of this trail shoe, and I tend to always slip them on and lace them up for my longer training runs or my longer races. The upper fit just seems to work so well for my foot shape. This Float Pro foam midsole seems to give me that really nice sort of balance between comfort and connection. And I've got great underfoot protection from the rock plate worked into the shoe. And then flipping them over, we've got this great aggressively 5mm lugged outsole design that's offered me great levels of traction on loose gravelly trail or in the mud. And then coating that is the brilliantly sticky Vibram Mega Grip rubber. Now, if you've ever run in a trail shoe with Vibram Mega Grip, then you'll know exactly what I mean by saying brilliantly sticky. Awesome levels of grip on rocky trail or wet rocky trail. I've actually clocked up over 400 miles in my original pair of Agility Peak 5s. They look a bit beaten up now, but this shoe has done some tough winter training miles, that's for sure. And it's still going strong. I've got about 80 miles in my new pair, and I still can't find any faults with this shoe, you know. It's just one of those trail shoes that works really well for me. A more recent shoe that I'm reaching for at the moment is Innovate's new Trail Fly. Over the last 3 or 4 years, I've tested out a lot of different models from the Innovate brand, and some have performed well, some not so well, but I am really enjoying some of their recent shoes, including this one. They have made some big changes this year when it comes to the design and the construction of their new trail shoes, and I'm really impressed with what I've seen so far. However, the same can't be said for the new branding and the new logo design. I'm really on the fence, I'm not sure about it, and it seems that a lot of you guys agree. On the reviews we've done of their new shoes, there's been lots of comments saying that you much preferred their older logo and they should have never changed it. The new Trail Fly is another shoe that seems to work well for me on those longer efforts, those longer runs. Real nice lockdown around my midfoot, secure in the heel, but it definitely gives me a bit more volume, a bit more wiggle room in the toe box when I compare it to my Agility Peak 5. And I'm actually really enjoying that more roomy feel in the toe. Also, I think the blend of the Powerflow Pro Foam in that midsole with the bouncy boomerang footbeds gives you a nice comfortable and connected feel underfoot. I also love the fact that it's a super flexible shoe, so great flex at the midfoot and great flex in the toe. So again, just another trail shoe where everything seems to be lining up for my foot shape and the way I run, and they've just felt like a comfortable pair of slippers ever since that first outing. And last but not least, it is the New Balance Hierro V8. Now, this was the first time when I tested these that I'd run in this model of New Balance trail shoe, so I really didn't know what to expect. And on that first run, we took them out around Tiddy Woods. It was a very muddy day, so maybe not the best testing grounds for this type of trail shoe. They really did struggle with traction in the real muddy areas. However, on drier, more compacted trails or crossing over to long sections of tarmac, this is where this shoe really performs well. And on that type of training run, I've been reaching for these every time. The Fresh Foam X in that midsole gives you a very comfortable ride on the hard stuff. I mean, as comfortable as any road shoe I've run in. And then on the outsole, when you do hit the trails, we've got a smallish 4mm lug, but we do get Vibram rubber. So the level of grip has been good. Upper comfort, extremely comfortable on my foot shape. Good width in the toe box. We've got a nice, comfortable padded tongue. Although I would like to see that tongue gusseted in that upper. It's just a standard tongue design. I think a gusseted tongue would have fitted better. Although it is very comfortable across the top of my foot and lockdown has still been good. So just a really enjoyable shoe to run in on those drier, firmer days. So there you have it, folks, a quick look at the current running shoes I'm choosing to use in my training, whether I'm heading out on the roads or hitting the trails. If you want to find out any more information about the shoes that are featured in today's video, I've actually done a first impressions video on all of them. So I'll link those videos in the description below. But for now, thanks for watching. It's really appreciated. Don't forget, if you have enjoyed the video, to like, comment, share and subscribe, because it really is a big help to the channel. We'll be back here very soon with some more exciting running content. And as always, stay safe and keep on running. And because of this top layer of Power Run PB and that brilliant Saucony speed roll technology, it actually performs. The upper just seems to work so well for my foot shape. Great lockdown, good width in the toe, good, nice, secure heeled. Moving on, and we've got a much more recent shoe this time round, and it is the new super lightweight daily neutral trainer from New Balance, the Fuel Cell Rebel V4.